Have you ever wondered how much money you spend on a monthly basis? Have you ever wondered how much should you be charging for your services and products? Well, I created the world's simplest income planner just to make this happen. Just to give an answer to the previous questions I just asked. So here's how this works. You first detect all your personal expenses and all your business expenses. Then you plan out how much you're going to charge for your services depending on your monthly and yearly expenses. Finally, you'll have a bird's eye view of everything you're going to be making and everything you're going to be spending. Cool? So that said, how does this work? Well, you just fill in the gaps and the world's simplest income planner will make all the calculations for you. And here's an example. Let's say that you pay around $1,000 in rent, $100 in utilities, $60 on internet, $500 on groceries. You spend around $200 in transportation, gas, and everything else. You have a security system. They charge you $50, let's say. Housekeeping, let's say that's another $500. Car payment and insurance. Let's say that you pay $400 a year. That's $33 per month. Plus, what else? I don't know. Let's say $50 a month. Okay, so this is very important. Some of your expenses are yearly expenses. So you need to, let's say, detect how much money you're spending on a yearly basis and divide it by 12, and that will give you the monthly estimate. Okay, so that way you save this money. So when you have to pay it, you have it, because who's going to pay this money in a year? Those $500. It's going to be you. So that said, let's keep on going. Let's say that you invest around $200 a month on medical stuff like medicines and stuff like that. You also have some software that you pay on a monthly basis. That's $100. And there's always something that you forget. $400. What else? You spent $300 on dining out, and oh, that's too much. $300 there. And student loans, $300. This is just example, okay? You have a loan also for your car. So by adding up all of this information, you'll have how much money you'll be spending on a monthly basis. If you have other expenditures, just add them here. Let's say fun. Let's say barbershop. You spend $100 every month going to the barber, or whatever you spend your money on. So you just add it here and add the amount. Now, if you have a business, if you have a home business, if you are self-employed, you also need to put that money in. So let's say that you are renting a space for $100, $1,000, and you pay internet also, and you pay around $300 in software and $160 on hosting and domain. And you don't have to pay legal fees, but you need to pay bookkeeping. That's $200 more. Let's say that you run ads every month and you're investing $2,000 in that. And you're also training your employees, but let's say that you just pay a monthly fee of $35 for some of the training that you give them because it's already online. Let's say that you pay Joan $2,500, my bad. And let's say that you pay Elias $1,000 for his services. And you have Acme Co. Serving you the ads, and you pay them $1,500 a month. Okay, so you know that you'll be needing at least $8,000, almost $9,000 to make this business run. Okay, that adds up to $105,000 a year. So here are all your monthly expenses. You add up this monthly expenses for your personal expenses and the monthly business expenses, and it adds up to $12,000, almost $1,300. But here's the thing. You also need to make sure to take into consideration the taxes. So depending on the place that you live, you'll have to pay 30, 40, 15% taxes or whatever. So you just change this number here. Let's say you paid 30% of your taxes. So you will actually need at least $17,000 just to make sure that your business keeps running and that your personal expenses are being paid for. So at the end of the day, every year you're spending around $200,000. So make sure to take into consideration the taxes, because you don't want to find yourself scratching the bottom of the barrel to find a couple of extra thousands to pay the government what you owe them. Okay? So that said, now that we know how much money we'll be spending on the year, we need to make sure that we're making at least that amount. At least, So how do we do that? Well, here's a bird's eye view of all the monthly income and all the yearly income, okay? And also the monthly expenses and yearly expenses. As you can see, you can also find it here, okay? But let's keep it easy and have everything in one view, okay? So let's say that you have a web design business. You sell websites for $1,000. You want to sell 12 websites per year. You'll be making $60,000 a year just from web design. If you sell 12, okay, that's one per month. But we still need an extra $1,100 to make sure that we're making at least enough money to cover our expenses. So let's say that you also sell courses and you sell them for $97. You plan to sell 2,000 this year, which will be around 167 per year. Let's make it lower. Let's say 1,500, 1,200. Okay, it's more achievable, my people. So now we can see we only need an extra $2,000 to break even. Man, we need to offer some consultations. Let's say we offer it for $200 an hour. How many per year? Let's say I want to sell 60 per year. That's around 5 consultations per month. And we also offer a mentorship for $3,500. And we sell 12. That's 1 per year, per month. Okay? There's something funny happening here, so let's just fix it. There it goes. So what do we do now? As you can see, we are just making an extra $2,500 a month. That's not too much. We're making an extra $30,000 a year. We need more. So we need to force ourselves to sell more web design. So let's make it 24 per year. That's 2 per month. And now we're talking. We can also see that our monthly expenses aren't changing that much. So let's lower it. Acme Co, I don't need your services anymore. Bam, 0. And now we see that we're making more money a month. That's a $10,000 income and $100,000 in earnings. Still, that's not a lot of money. We need to make more. So we need to force ourselves to sell to more people, to more consultations and more mentorships. We need to see if we have to lower our expenses, maybe fire someone or not, or hire someone for less money. Whatever you believe it's best for your your home business, your personal business, and your personal life. Okay. Now, my suggestion is to raise your prices. So if you're charging $3,500 for a website, that's not enough. You need to make it more expensive. If you're charging $97 for your courses, man, you can maybe lower and sell it to more people. Okay, because the lower the price, the more people will buy. That's how it is. That's how it is with courses and stuff like that. You can do the same with consultations or whatever. But at the end of the day, here's the main idea behind the world's simplest income planner. You have all your personal expenses in one view, all your business expenses in the same view, okay? And you will see how much money you're spending every month. Also, you'll see the real expenses when you add the taxes. You just change this, and you'll see that everything goes up. Man, taxes, I just love them. Not really. And then you just decide how much you're going to be charging for your different services and products. Understanding that you have to break even, that you at least need to break even by understanding how much money you're spending on a monthly basis and how much money you're making with your services. So if you have any questions, just reach out to me at jose@rosa.do or on Twitter at Jose Rosado. See you next time, and I hope you find tons of value on the world's simplest income planner. See you soon.
Bye.